Yes, boys, welcome to my reaction of UFC San Diego. An absolute banger card, amazing fights. We had everything. We had controversial decision, robberies, we had a draw, we had finishes, we had submissions. Just a great overall card. Many like surprising performances from a lot of underdogs. Which we will get into, and a lot of like minus 330 favourites, minus 400 favourites, minus 220 favourites losing, and a lot of the favourites making it insanely close. Like it was like the card just had everything tonight, man. Great card. Let's get into the breakdown, or breakdown? Why do I keep saying breakdown? Prediction? Reaction of all the card, of all the fights. Zalal was taking on Blackshear. I had Blackshear up 2-0. Some people on Twitter had it 1-1, but I thought it was pretty clear 2-0. I put 2 units on Zalal to win, and that's the last I'll ever be doing that for sure on Zalal. The guy had a clear fight, clear path to victory, was sticking, moving, using his length, using his like just overall size, and he had a clear striking advantage as we clearly seen in the matchup. Like if he just used his reach, used his length, used just his whole striking arsenal, the whole fight, it would have been a 30-27, 29-28 use of Zalal. But he wanted to engage in the grappling, which is very interesting to me. He made the fight super close for no reason, lost 2 rounds because he got reversed. But yeah, I mean, Blackshear is one of those guys. Let's just keep him in the UFC. Let's keep him in the UFC. Looked quite good in a week's notice. Would probably beat Yusuf Zalal if he had a full camp. And yeah, I just, it was a good performance from Blackshear, and I just bad IQ when in that third round when Blackshear was really slowing down because of that 1 week notice thing. 1 week notice thing he took on. Like Blackshear had such a high guard, and like I was saying, go to the body, rip the body. That's all you have to do, brother. Rip the body, Yusuf Zalal. And then he just kept throwing up high, throwing stupid stepping elbows. Like, come on, bro, just go to the body. And then he started going to the body, knocked the guy down, and got a 10-8 round because of it. Herb almost stepped in multiple times, and yeah, I'm not gonna be laying down chalk and Yusuf Zalal probably ever again after that one. So yeah, I'm pretty annoyed at his performance. He could have won that, let's be honest. It's just stupid. Next fight we have Josh Quinlan was taking on Jason Witt. I had Josh Quinlan by knockout in this fight, which he got. Like, Jason Witt's chin is garbage, man. Like, come on, even that shot he landed, it wasn't like an absolute, like, I don't know, it wasn't like a destructive shot like that should just be KOing you like that. It was a powerful shot from a guy on steroids, I get it, but man, like I could see a lot of fighters eating that, maybe getting like a flash like knockdown or something and then getting back to their feet. But Jason Witt just like died. He literally just died, to be honest. Josh Quinlan, I didn't lay any chalk down on him at all, to be honest, because I felt like there was a lot of unanswered questions. The steroids, the get-up game, what's his wrestling like? We know his striking is a lot like Wanderlei Silva, and he's just a very powerful guy on the feet. But yeah, a lot of answers have been, a lot of questions, have been answered about Josh Quinlan, and yeah, he's a good prospect. Let's see what he can do in the future. We'll be probably putting a bet on him, laying some chalk down on him against his next opponent, because he looked quite good out there tonight, but he kind of looked a bit nervous the first like 3 minutes of the fight, or 2 minutes of the fight. Looked really tense. You could tell it was his UFC debut, but he got the job done. That's all you can really ask for against a tough guy like Jason Witt. Sorry, I'm like really thirsty. Going on to our next fight, we had Uday Osborne taking on Tyson Nam. I had Uday Osborne. Yeah, I had him in a parlay also. Lost like 0.5 units on that. Just terrible. I mean, really bad. Really, really bad. How he set up the knee, it was just terrible. I mean, so telegraphed. telegraphed. Tyson Nam steps away, comes back, boom, you're out. It was so easy to see. I had Udi Osborne by decision in this fight, and unfortunately, yeah, he didn't win. I was actually thinking about just after, Zalal, what do you call it, Drew. I was thinking about putting chalk down on Tyson Nam just to win, because Uday Osborne was minus 400. He was minus 400, brother, and he got knocked out in the first round, dude. Man, just that one mistake, he probably would have won the fight, to be honest, if he didn't make that one mistake. But yeah, he's the better fighter, but it's just one of those, one mistake and you lose the fight, just like the main event, which we're going to talk about later on in this video. If you're still watching and you haven't left a like or a comment or share the video yet, what are you doing, bro? Subscribe. Let's go. Anyway, going on to our next fight, we have Benitez taking on Charlie Ontiveros. I had Benitez by KO in the second round, almost got it, but yeah, I mean, Ontiveros is shit. I mean, let's be honest, he's not UFC level whatsoever. Gabriel Benitez, good out there. He was getting kind of pieced in the first few minutes, but as we know, Charlie Ontiveros is just like a 2-minute fighter, and if he doesn't get the guy out of there in 2 minutes, he's going to give up. And he didn't really give up, I guess, but it was just one of those, okay, I accept I'm going to lose here because it was just a bad spot. So yeah, oh my god, I can't say that name, Benitez, with a really nice knockout. Was he in full mount? I'm pretty sure he got it from. Yeah, nice ground and pound stoppage. That's really all you can ask for. Do the UFC really need guys like this? Probably not. It's kind of like a waste of money having guys in the UFC like Benitez, like your Ontiveros, but it's whatever. I mean, maybe just keep Benitez around. If you can't get past Benitez, you're shit. So yeah, maybe just have him there as just a guy you'd feed a young prospect to and just let them beat him up. Yeah, nice win from Benitez for sure. Next fight we had Nunes was taking on Cynthia Cavillo. I had Cavillo winning by decision. I bet, what I did? I bet Nunes. Yep. 0.5 units to win, 0.8 I think. And I was like, yes, first round, let's go. Nunes looking good. Gets taken down. I cashed out like an idiot. Put 2 units on Cavillo. Put 2 units on Cavillo, bro. And she loses. I'm actually not bad at in-play bets, but this was one of my worst. Bro, that was such a garbage bet for me. Nina Nunes looked really good. Probably one of her best performances of her career, and I'm glad she retired. Just focus on her baby, focus on coaching, do whatever you have to do. It's a nice little paycheck to end off your career, and just really good, win for her, to be honest. Nice leg kicks, really. Leg kicks for destroying Cavillo. That's probably the main weapon she had in this whole fight. And yeah, I mean, Cavillo is just, she should just retire, to be honest. Let's be honest, she was just terrible. I can't believe I put 2 units on that fight. It's just embarrassing. Yeah, anyway, going on to our next fight, we had a robbery. Buday was fighting Brzeksi. I had Buday in this fight, man. Brzeksi looked shit in the previous fights I was watching. He looked shit. But tonight he looked really good. His boxing combinations were good. I couldn't believe he didn't gas. I was like, no way he didn't gas here, bro. Because I was doing tape, bro, and that guy gasses after 2 minutes. But however, it seemed like he did slow down, but it was he's one of those guys that clearly can just keep fighting through being tired. Your Duplessis, last fight. He was like, he gassed in the first round and kept fighting through it. Really impressive stuff from Duplessis. But yeah, it's kind of off topic. Yeah, Lucas Brzeski won that fight, man. I had it, what did I have it? 2-1, I think. I had it 2-1. Maybe even 3 now, I can't really remember, to be honest. But yeah, his boxing combinations were winning him that fight. His overall activity, he was landing the bigger shots. Buday was just so inactive, man, like really inactive. I just didn't feel like he was doing enough to win the fight. I felt like Lucas Brzeski was just doing more, inflicting the more overall damaging shots. You could just see by looking at Buday's face, like he was Brzeski was landing some big shots. But yeah, I mean, really bad decision, man. Like, that's a really bad decision. A lot of people had Buday in their parlay. And a lot of people went for massive 4.5.7 unit bets on Buday, which was crazy to me. And yeah, they just got blessed. That was like the lock of the week for most people, and it's probably the lock of the week for me. Probably gonna fade Martin Buday in his next fight. He just didn't look that good, to be honest. Yeah. Next fight we have Gudanese taking on Angela Hill. I was telling you in my breakdown, man, I was like, Angela Hill has a good chance. Angela Hill has a really good chance in this fight. She'll use her reach, use her overall striking, and her takedown defense isn't even that shit. Like, people are saying, oh yeah, she was controlling her last like 3 fights. I get that, I do get that, but man, she has like a 70% takedown defense. That was one of her best performances of her career, man. I did lay down 0.5 to win 1.5 units on that fight. That was one of the best bets I did this whole card for sure. Even though I picked good knees, so I was like, may as well just go for it, man. Like, Angela Hill has a good chance to win this fight, and I didn't want to like voice my opinion, to be honest, and pick Angela Hill because people would have just called me a casual and I'm stupid. But you know, it is what it is. I did get that fight correct, and betting wise, and you know, I'll walk away with some cash in my pocket, even though I was down 4.5 units at that point. I think I brought it back to 3 or something at this stage. And yeah, Angela Hill just looked amazing, man. Like, she got hurt in the first round really badly, and then came back and just ever since the first round looked really strong, landing some big shots, overall activity. And you know what the one thing is I would say about Angela Hill that I never used to like about her? Her cardio. Her cardio has always been questionable, but on like what her fight got moved like 3 months or two months backwards. So yeah, I mean, she looked really good. Her overall activity was amazing. Yeah, I was really impressed with Angela Hill for sure in this fight. Going on up the card, we had Silva taking on Mearshart. I don't know why, but pause. I had Bruno Silva knocking this guy out. I had gave Mearshart no shot in this fight, man. Mearshart was like I just didn't think he was good. But Bruno Silva looked off. Let's be honest, Bruno Silva looked off, man. I know GM3 looked great. GM3 did look great, but come on, man. That was not Bruno Silva at his best right there. Something must have happened. Maybe in the weight cut. Maybe just, I don't know, just an off night, like a lot of fighters have. GM3, though. New gym, Sanford MMA, whatever the new gym's called, I can't remember. Yeah, he looked. The improvements we saw from him was amazing. Like his head movement, we saw head movement from Gerald Mearshart. No way. We saw a head movement from Gerald Mearshart, man. I couldn't believe it, and I had an in-play bet 5.5 units to win 0.5. So yeah, or 0.6. It was 0.6. Yeah, we won 0.6 from that. In play bet, I just saw a plus 110 or something. I can't really remember, to be honest. It was something like that. Yeah, Mearshart looked really good, man. Surprising, and he knocked the guy down. The MMA math makes no sense. MMA math literally makes no sense. How can Bruno Silva go 15 minutes with one of the best kickboxers of all time in Alex Pereira and get knocked down by Gerald Mearshart? What? Why does that even happen, dude? Why do you go 15 minutes with one of the greatest kickboxers of all time and get knocked out and then choked out by Gerald Mearshart? Oh my God. MMA master makes zero sense, dude. It really does. Yeah, great performance from John Mearshart. It's just so much improvements in the striking, head movement, his just lateral movement. It was just really well, really well done from John Mearshart, and you could tell the improvements that he's made for sure in his overall mixed martial arts game. I mean, great performance from John Mearshart, and maybe a guy that can make a top 15 run. Maybe one of those guys that could get into the top 15 eventually. He definitely looked like he belonged against one of the guys who are like on the brink of getting into the top 15. Next fight we had Lipski taking on Zombie Girl Cachoeira. I had Lipski in this fight by decision. Yeah, wow. I was literally saying, I think I said in my breakdown, Zombie Girl shit. I'm not gonna lie, I really did. It's a fade for me. Yeah, I'm never betting on Lipski ever again. She basically just had zero IQ, and started throwing with a brawler. Yes, that's really good. The double leg takedown was there. She dipped down, grabbed her legs. It was a takedown all day because Cachoeira was just overextending and just throwing wild. And she decided to trade with a brawler and with big power. But yeah, I had fight not to go the distance in this fight, even though I picked Lipski by decision. That was the more likely outcome, in my opinion. But yeah, I had 0.6 units to win 0.6 or something, I can't remember, so that got me down to like 2 units lost on like whole card or something like that. I can't really remember at this stage, but I was down 2 units. Yeah, great performance from Priscilla Cachoeira. Might actually try and bet on her next fight, to be honest. That was really impressive, and yeah, I mean, she went from being a bum in the UFC to being actually okay, so yeah, it was pretty impressive performance, and yeah, she just showed she's got big power in those hands, and Ariana Lipski has no fight IQ at all. Going on to our next fight, we had Azamat Murzakanov taking on Devin Clark. I had Azamat winning this fight. I don't know why in my topology I had Clark. I literally can't remember doing that. I'm pretty sure my prediction I did pick Azamat. Yeah, Azamat just destroyed him. Like, really, I mean, it wasn't really that close, like, ever, apart from the one time he head kicked him. Sorry, my back's really sore. Been sitting on this chair for hours. Yeah, Azamat just looked really good. His boxing, the way he mixed it up to the body, the way like he was controlling him against the fence, and then he just destroyed him. Like the way he went high and then low, and you know the way when Devin Clark was advancing, he would throw a feint, and then Devin Clark would like back up, and then he would start pressing Devin Clark against the cage once again. It was just a really good performance from Azamat. People were fading him because his last performance against Nchukwi, it looks like one of those performances where every fighter has a night off at the office. And that was probably one of them, to be honest. He looked really good tonight, and probably one of those guys who'll be in the top 15 very soon. Devin Clark, yeah, I mean, I saw some improvements. Better striking, better cardio for sure. Better cardio training at Team Elevation. And where is that? I don't want to say where it is because I'll say something stupid, but yeah. Great performance from Azamat, and yeah, get him a ranked opponent. Let's see him against a ranked opponent, and yeah, great performance once again. In the co-main event, we had Yasmin Jauregui taking on Lasmin Lucindo. Wow, for 2 debutants, let's be honest, we got a clapper. What a fight. I am so critical of women MMA, but these two, man, these two could be in the top 5 or top 10 for sure in their future, like 100%. Like, even Lucindo, she lost, but that's a great learning experience. 20 years of age, UFC debut, and looked really good. She looked like she belonged in the UFC at 20. Like, she's a kid, bro. She's a legit kid and looked that good. So yeah, I'm really impressed with both gals here. Like, Yasmin used her like boxing, used her speed. She had a big speed advantage, it seemed like, and Lucindo had the power advantage. She won round one just because she landed the bigger shot and stunned Yasmin in the first round. I had Yasmin and Azamat 0.4 units to win 0.4 units, won that, and then I had 1.5 units to win 0.7 units or something like that. So I think this basically got me back on to evens on the night. I was so gassed, bro. I was actually so nervous after round one. Lucindo looked great. Jauregui looked great. She had great boxing. Both girls had great boxing. But I'd like to have seen both girls kind of, especially Lucindo. I think is she not a grappler? I'm pretty sure. I would like to have seen her try and get maybe the fight to the ground, but it's all good. Honestly, like her stock risen massively, and she'll beat a lot of girls in the UFC for sure. Both girls looked like they were top 15 material at this age. So yeah, great performances from those two ladies, and yeah, great performance from Yuri. Going on to our next fight, Landwher. Oh. Holy shit! Fucking hell! What a fight, bro! My reaction was just so gassed, bro. I was stood up, like literally, like screaming, bro. I was like screaming, stood up, bouncing around my room, bro. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Landwher is an absolute savage. I had 0.6 units to win 1.6 units, yeah, and that made me up in the card, so it did. Yeah, the comeback I had on my bets is incredible, man. I won 6 bets in a row. Fucking yes, come on. I won 6 bets in a row and then took an L in the main event. But yeah, let's not skip over this fight. Wow, Landwehr's chin, man, is like well, not really chin, his recovery is insane. He got hit by a massive shot. Onama went down. I said, man, like, I picked Onama, I think. My topology, I didn't, but my prediction, but I think I picked Onama. But I was saying, man, like, this is going to be such a close fight. People are like, I just couldn't believe he was, what was he, minus 330 or something? He looked dog shit in his last fight, man, against Armfield. Like a guy who took on 2 weeks' notice and got, like, dropped. Like, he did not get dropped or, like, rocked, like, multiple times in that fight. But yeah, like, I don't know. Landwher, like, just a savage, bro. He just, like, he could have finished. The one thing I would say, you could have finished that fight, dude, so many times. Like, come on, like, stop playing around with people's money like that. Stop playing around with people's money like that. Yeah, great recovery by Landwher. Like, the way he just ate that, got back up, and just turned the tides around. I said, I was in Pub Sports Radio, watch along, and I was saying, like, in the chat, get on the live bet in this fight before it started. Get on it, Landwher. I was just screaming it, bro, and yeah, it cashed. Landwher looked, yeah, really good. Just a Landwher performance. Get rocked, get dropped, and then come back and just dominate the rest of the round. He gets stronger and stronger and stronger as the fight goes on, as we've seen in his UFC stats that I was looking at. And yeah, Onama, someone, James Crisis, who's the coach, friend, puts $3 million on Onama. I couldn't believe you're that confident on Onama. I really could not believe that shit. But yeah, I like it. It feels bad, bro. I mean, it was just an all-out war. Like, even in the third round, like, Landwher won that for sure. But at the end of it, like, Onama rocked him. Onama looked finished so many times, then came back and rocked him. Great performance from Landwher, man. I just had a feeling, man. Like, Onama's hype train was so overrated. Like, a plus, what was he, 275? You had to take the dog shot there, man. You had to take the dog shot, and that's what I did. Free cash, free money. Definitely wasn't sweating whatsoever at all during that fight. Yeah, great performance from Landwher. Showed that he could recover extremely well, and Onama's cardio was terrible. I don't know if it's terrible, but you know what I mean. It just wasn't great. Like, you gassed, bro, because you tried going for the finish in the first round. Yeah. Anyway, going on to the main event. This was a tough one, dude. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, this was a tough one to take. Like, I had Chito Vera my predictions, but like Dominic Cruz, man, I'm such a big fan of Dominic Cruz, and when he's gone, we're gonna miss him a lot. He's one of the most unique fighters we've ever seen. He's just so entertaining, even though he doesn't finish at all. Like, dude, he's just so fun to watch. Like, the way he moves, the way he slips, the way he dives out. It's just, it's annoying, man. Like, Prime Cruz probably beats Chito Vera quite easily. It's just, he's a better fighter, Cruz. He really is a better fighter. He looked elite. He looked like he belonged in the top 5 for sure. He looked like he belonged. He would give anyone a top 5 for a run for their money, and I think he'd have quite good success against the champ. I really do. I really do think it's a bad matchup for Aljo, Cruz, but yeah, we'll never see that. That's probably it for Cruz, because he'll be out for 6 months. Yeah, I couldn't believe how good he looked, man. For 37 years of age, 2 fake knees, multiple surgeries on his arm, isn't it? Or shoulders, I can't remember, to be honest. It's just annoying, man. Cruz just looked amazing. The speed, yeah, he got dropped a few times, but we all knew Cruz. He recovers so goddamn well. And I feel like Cruz in his prime would not be getting dropped from those shots. He would just see everything. It's a tough one, like, to take as a Cruz fan. Even though I picked Vera, like, if Vera just went out there and starched Cruz and just looked dominant, like, I wouldn't really care in the end. But, like, as the bantamweight go, everyone knows that. And at 37, getting knocked out brutally, it's just one of those, like, he looked so goddamn good, bro. Not gonna lie. So annoying. It's devastating. And I had an in-play bet, 0.5 units to win, like, 1 on Vera, cashed out for some weird reason, put it on Cruz at plus money, plus 100 in the fourth round I put it on. And he got knocked out there, man. Like, I'm shocked how good Cruz looked. It's just one of those, like, father time has caught up to him, like, not even just skill wise, just chin wise, really. I mean, we never used to see Cruz get dropped 3 times in a fight, did we? We just used to see him dominating the way he would dominate, the way he was dominating. Like, if we take out Vera, dropping him in those stages, it was basically just like a prime Cruz performance, like, just dominating every aspect of MMA, taking him down, going to the body. The body shots were amazing. The way he was mixing it up, the way he would, like, feint, and then body, and then feint, low, and then head. It was just really, really beautiful. And the way he, like, darts in, and it's so hard to counter, even though he leaves his chin, like, right up there. It's just, he's so hard to counter. It's amazing, like, what he does, and us fans should really appreciate Dom, because he's one of the most most fun fighters to watch, for sure. I don't know why I'm just keep going on about Dom. I just couldn't believe how good he looked. Let's go on to Chito Vera then. So starter, as we know. Yeah, it was a real decent performance from Vera. Like, all he needed was that one look. Was it a jab or straight? I can't remember. Was it a right jab to a left high kick? He set him up, so Cruz dipped in. Cruz slipped the jab, and then he came up with a high kick. Beautiful setup, beautiful land. Broke Cruz's nose. And yeah, I think a lot of fighters will be able to beat Vera. I know Vera is a slow starter and stuff, but man, I just can't see, like, a Peter Yan, like, getting caught by a head kick. He's so sound defensively. Or, like, who else in that division? Probably just, like, Peter Yan. Like, that's just a tough matchup for him, to be honest. He could be Aljo, he could be TJ, he could be maybe not Corey. It's a tough fight to call, to be honest. But yeah, like, just a decent performance from Vera. Just looked slow the first 2 rounds. Won the third, actually, didn't he? Or won the second. Yeah, was it the second round? I think it was it the third or second? I can't remember. He won one round, though, from dropping Cruz. And yeah, great performance from him. What else would I like to say about him? Just his patience, overall patience, not rushing anything, to be honest. And just let the fight come to him. Not forcing anything. That's one thing that Chito Vera doesn't do. He doesn't waste energy. He really doesn't waste energy to win fights. And he didn't in this one. Great performance from Vera. Great performance from Cruz. And just, if Cruz was like 29 or something, bro, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Guy looked incredible. Looked like a top 5 guy there. Let's see what he can do in the future. Maybe he could be a future champ. But yeah, it's just 37. It's probably over for Cruz, man. I just don't think he'll want to get a 3-fight win streak against the best guys in the world and have to get back on track for a title shot. Like, I really just don't think he's at that stage in his career, and I think he'll know that. Cruz is a smart guy, and his fight IQ is very, very just amazing. Like, his fight IQ is just insane, bro. The way he was just mixing it all up in that fight. It's a tough one, bro. It really is a tough one to take, not gonna lie. But yeah, overall, a great card. Had 1.3 units, was down 4.5, brought it back to 4.5, and then won 1.3. I don't care, that's a dub, bro. Absolute dub. If we're just betting on one fight, like the Vera fight, yeah, you're gonna make money here. You're gonna make money, or like. But if you're a guy that likes to ban every single fight, wasn't the best card for sure. A lot of underdogs came through. Fight of the night for me was obviously Onama. That's probably the fight of the year, I gotta be honest. Onama performance of the night. Let's see. I want to give it to... I want to give it to Hill. There's 3 of them. There really is 3. Hill, Cachoeira. I wouldn't say Cachoeira, but she's up there. Or Azama. Probably Hill, to be honest. She overcame adversity and then dominated the next 2 rounds. I was really impressed with her. And yeah, great card, man. I'll put my prediction video out later this week. Hopefully. Up 1.3 units on the card. Like I said, not bad. A lot of underdogs won. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction video to this great card. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.